Okay, it's 9 already, so let's start lah. Okay, today my main title, as you can see, the message I just post up like an hour ago. So it's more like a question lah. So are we looking towards like a return of a king dollar, meaning that we are further expecting dollar to strengthen, because with all the recent news and fundamental that we are hearing about the central bank, that they are trying to start tapering, maybe like next year, early or next year, things like that. Okay, so same thing lah, just like previous week, previous meeting. So we'll start with the weekly view lah. So on the last meeting, I do mention so the dollar index, as you can see, is actually forming a very strong double bottom. Okay, this is just a naked chart lah. Okay, as you can see on the screen, it's a double bottom forming, and then we'll see whether we're trying to break the 93 key level, because this 93 has been tested like at least 3 to 4 times, if you can see from the chart itself. So as you know, this is just a weekly chart. So last week we do not have meeting, and then the previous meeting we mentioned that it keep forming like a higher low. Okay, and of course now you can even see like there is a flag pattern forming. Okay, so I believe you all always heard from Douglas, right? There's like a fractal formation, things like that. So if you actually scroll back to like some of the previous chart, right, you can actually see some of the history actually trying to repeat itself. So like we scroll back to like 2008, right? You can see like here is a double bottom. Okay, as you can see, it's a double bottom. Maybe you can't see here first, so you can see it's like a strong downtrend, the financial crisis, things like that. Then you see there's a double bottom. And then you can see it actually just spike out. Okay, so even if you're talking about here, okay, all this chart you can see from your trading view itself actually. So this is what I can see what I can observe from my side. So I'm not 100% correct, but this is definitely a strong double bottom. So for all those that is trying to go against dollar, meaning like you trying to sell dollar and buy something against it, whether it's the currency or gold, then you need to be extra cautious, I would say. Okay, so if you can't see this, then you can actually refer back to the private group guide. So you can see it's actually almost similar. Here is a RPC pattern. You can see it's a downtrend, and then there's the same same low over here. So I hope you still can see my screen, although I just change it. So you can see it's a double bottom, same low. So definitely it's a strong support. So now let's back to the daily chart. So just same thing. It's trying to break. So you can see there's like seller and buyer fighting over this 93 area. Okay, so if I unhide my chart, right, you can see the previous drawing is still there. Okay, so you can see it's still forming, and then there's like a flag pattern. So of course we need to look forward like next week, because like the calendar I just shared in the group, right, you can see next week is definitely a very important week even though it's not a NFP week, because it's just like a 1st October. The NFP will be next 2 weeks. But if you can see, there's like plenty of FOMC. Okay, almost every day they are talking about it. There will be meetings, I would say. So you will never know whether there's a sudden surprise boom drop. Suddenly see that, oh, there's some policy changes or tapering start earlier, things like that. We can't sure. So if you're trading for next week, you definitely need to be extra cautious. So you can see not only FOMC, you can see other banks also, like the Euro Bank, okay, and even the England, Japan, things like that, ECB, okay, the whole week central bank meetings. Okay, so you need to be extra cautious. Okay, let me just go back. So this is the daily chart. Well, nothing much. So I will just directly go to the euro. So summary for this same thing. So you need to check whether it breaks up this 93.5. I would say this is a very strong key resistance, because as long as it breaks above this area, then the next thing you need to check around 94. Okay, extra 1 point over here, 93.5 to 94. So it breaks another here, then you can almost be sure already it's a totally reversal already. Now it's just the early sign, I would say. Okay, early sign on dollar index strengthening and bullishness. Okay, so I will go next euro chart. Okay, same thing. I will just hide everything first and go to the weekly view. Okay, so weekly view is just a reverse side as same as this dollar index. It's just a flipping view. So you can see like there's a strong double top. Okay, now it's like forming. It's trying to form a head and shoulder, I would say, like in the big picture, and then it's trying to break this important support area. Okay, this particular support area. Okay, you can see multiple support over here. Okay, so same thing. Once any price that clean break 1.16, okay, for dollar index is 93, 94, and for euro is more towards 1.16. So once break, then you can expect definitely it's a downtrend. But for now, same thing, you can see is early sign already. Okay, early sign, double top, and then there's a lower high. Okay, then multiple of retesting of the support. Okay, and then of course, if you check like some other chart, right? I mean the fractal reading, right? Some of the previous chart. Let me just scroll back. Yeah, something like this. Same thing on 2008. You can see like double top, and then we are looking something like this. A strong break. Okay, a strong break. Then we can safety enter more short, because you can see once it's break, you're going to give up anything. It's a strong waterfall break. Okay, sell is definitely faster than buy. I mean the way how it falls, faster. Okay, you can scroll your chart. Okay, so of course on last week not much of news. Okay, only the single FOMC meeting. So they just announced some of the policy changes and upcoming outlook. So end up we closed like a spinning top, meaning like buyer and seller are fighting over here. Okay, and of course, most importantly, it's not a hammer formation, it's a spinning top, meaning that there's a weakness over there. Unlike like previously, you can see like there's a hammer, definitely is a clear hammer over here. Okay, clear hammer over here. So you can know there's a high chance of rebound. But if you see here, right, it's more like a spinning top. So it's indecisive, I would say. Okay. And then let me see. So of course, I can recap a bit. Let's go to the daily chart. So last time we mentioned that we are expecting a potential head and shoulder, right? So it's actually formed here, if you can see. So it actually try to bounce lah. If you see, there is one day. I mean, the next day after our meeting, meaning like the Monday. If you scroll back to your chart, right? So you can see it's around 13 September. So we meet up around 12. Okay, so you can see the next Monday, it actually retested lah. I would say the right shoulder. Then not much. It bounced around maybe less than 100 pips, and then it got rejected already. Okay, if we go lower, you can see. Okay, you can maybe 8 hour will be much clearer. So if you go to this, and then you can see it definitely bounce here. There's definitely buyer because the market is huge. Not only myself, I can see the head and shoulder. So of course, there are many buyers also they can see. So there are some temporary push up. Okay, so of course, he cannot pass this resistance. So he continue to sell down. So of course, for those enter short, you can see if once this support break, then you can enter here already. Okay, so same thing. My point of view is continue shorting euro. But of course, at this area a bit risky. So if you want to be more confirmed, you can see how this area play out first. Because let's say if the price break this resistance, right, 1750, this area, right? Let me just do it. So let's say if the price break here, right, then you expect a temporarily minor bounce. So of course you can go for like a SP3 setup to test. Okay, then continue down. Okay, because since long ago, I mean like months ago already, on euro downside already, no more like focus on buying, especially if you can see that there is like multiple rejection. So you can see definitely seller have much more advantage compared to buying. Okay, this is my view of euro. Okay, let me go to GU. Okay, this one is a straightforward one, GU, GBP pound. So this one, same thing. Let me just go to the drawing view. So same thing. This one, if you can see, right, seller push up. Okay, test one, test twice. Can't exceed this area 1.42. Okay, then you break down. So right now you can see too many tests of the support. Okay, 1.36, 1.35. Okay, so for seller, same thing. Like I repeat the last meeting. Either you can sell on this resistance zone. Okay, wait the price to come up. You do a sell here, and then your SL will be 1.4 above. Okay, or you can wait for a breakdown. This will be your SP2 or SP3. Okay, here is a SP1. Okay, here is SP3. You expect. So this is my point of view. So because too much of testing. Okay, and then possible next week catalyst, as there's multiple central bank meetings. So I would say this outlook is much more possible. I mean the breakdown of this important support, because like too much of testing. Even the price come up, then you can do another sell of 1.4 and then do just a very tight SL, maybe like 20 pips or 30 pips. Then you aim for previous low over here. So your RR at least, I would say like 3 to 4. I mean 1 to 3 to 4. Okay, this is a very straightforward GBP USD view from my side. So let me clear everything, and then I will go to the last one. Go. Okay. So these are pretty straightforward, because just now Douglas do mention a bit So these are also same thing because of dollar strengthening. Okay, it will bring weakness towards anything against dollar. So it's normal. So let's say if we go to weekly view, right, you can see it's like third week of bearish candle already. Even last week is a strong rejection. Okay, so this will show that there is much more room to go, I would say. Okay, there will be much more room to go because multiple rejection. Okay, after this very important resistance that I posted up, 1830. Okay, so there is definitely more downside. So I would say try to see the retest towards the previous low, 1680. It can be plus or minus because sometimes either the buyer will come in earlier, okay, to form a higher low. Okay, maybe here. Or maybe their seller to do a swing first, whip out those buy over here. Because here definitely is a BP1, I would say. It's a BP1, but you need to be cautious. There could be a whip, maybe 1670. Okay, that's why I say a plus minus over here. Whip all the buyers and then just go up. So of course, if you want to be really conservative and safe, same thing is best for you to wait for a reversal pattern. Okay, wait for a reversal pattern. You just go to a lower chart. Okay, let's say this is a weekly view, so daily not much. So let me go to H4, then try to unhide everything. I don't need indicator. So of course you can just draw a same thing, just draw a downtrend line. So you wait, it breaks, okay, breaks higher, okay, and even take out the previous high, this SP3. Okay, wait for a retest, okay, break up, wait for a retest, then only you enter, then you retest. So you need to draw a line and then see how far the price can go, because for now, definitely it's seller momentum lah. Okay, we do not sure how low it can go, because you can see it's definitely forming lower low, lower low. Okay, any buying is need to be cautious. So to rephrase like what I just say just now, so this is something like this. So you will just whip out all the buyer first, okay, then only we go up. So of course, if you want to be safe, okay, maybe I can do example. Just go lower time frame. Okay, something like that. Come down, because this is too high already. I mean the time frame, so maybe I can just go lower. So maybe you can draw like a downtrend line. So one is breakout, then maybe you can buy over here. Okay, make sure you need to form a higher low and higher high, then only you enter. So there is never need to enter, but of course, if you want to test the low, because this is the BP1 setup, right? So you still can enter, but make sure you have a stop loss or maybe like $10 or $15, depends on your RR. Okay, because if you plan to go back to 1008, then if the RR allowed, then you can entry. So if not, then better wait for a reversal pattern, like the previous one. Then only you enter. But for now, definitely is seller is taking point. So let me just, yeah. So you can expect something like that, go up, then another one. Okay, so to buy, you need to make sure that you take out previous one, then retest, then only entry, then only you go up. Okay, that's all from my side. Any question? Any question? I only saw Douglas chat only.
Okay, so you guys have any question, just shoot up, man. Because today I see Clement is quite fast. We just utilize only 18 minutes for Forex. So I think you guys can directly ask any question in regards to these four pairing.
Or you have any extra pair also, you can call out.
Yep. Try to utilize until 9:30. Okay, Manfai asks new BP for gold 1725. BP, you mean BP what?
I need to know the number. You can check back this one, and then yeah, this is the one, BP 1, 2, 3. So I'm actually talking about BP 1, which is the down. I mean the downside, and then form a support over here. Okay, then it bounce. So this is what I meant. If you can see, it come down, then form a support, bounce, come down here. Exact same spot around 168 something, then it bounce on. So I'm looking towards the BP formation, 168 something, which is another BP lah. Okay, but it's a fourth test, so you need to be cautious, I would say. So even though if you want to entry, make sure depends on your RR risk, I would say your risk reward. You can have a very tight one, maybe like $5 only, or you can go for $10. Then you go for back to like the previous high.
Okay. Suddenly a lot of people shoot up question. Okay, so let's do view for EJ and GJ.
EJ
and Ines. For XAG silver, I will do it, bro. Silver, let me do it.
EJ, I will say is a continuation like the previous one. Okay, you see my drawing is still here. Okay, so last time, I mean, like previous two meeting, I mean, not the last meeting, the previous another two meetings. So I did mention the price actually break out from a downtrend. Okay, and then I also call out say that you need to check long your TP point should be around 130 something. You see the price hit nicely. Maybe I can draw. So if you can see, so it breaks out the downtrend channel. So I do mention that you need to check here long your TP point because here is definitely a significant resistance and then here. So it rejected long. It rejected from 130.5 because here is a SP1. Okay, here is a SP1. So you break down. So of course you retest the BP1. Okay, straightforward reading only BP1. Okay, here or BP1. Okay, so if you ask me what is the next outlook, simple, just retest
130.
130.5. Here is your retest point. If you want to buy, you can buy, but make sure your stop loss is I would say tight lah, or maybe the previous low. Maybe let me go down. Let me go. So if you're entry, very simple. Your stop loss should be below 129.4. Okay, so will be something like that. Let me show you. Annotation. So you want to buy? Impossible that your stop loss put here because sometimes the price will fluctuate. So it's the best that you put here, stop loss. Okay, and then your target area is here. Okay, for this you definitely can achieve one to two or three. Okay, or you can even buy at here. I mean, when tomorrow open market, you can just entry here already. So with this entry will be BP2, your entry will be BP2. Okay, then your TP is here. Okay, this is your target area. Okay, simple, straightforward. So I will go next. But of course, the weekly is strong lah. If you go weekly, okay, I miss out the bigger picture lah. If you go weekly, it's definitely strong because just how I see the daily, I will already know already. The weekly is definitely strong.
Same feeling, bro. And then add on to that, because yen is directly correlated to gold. So when gold is weak, which means euro yen will be going up, no? Right now.
Yep.
Okay, so move on.
So even just to add on to that lah, so not only you can buy here lah, so you can even wait for the price to break this 130.5 because this is a very strong resistance area. Okay, this is definitely a very strong resistance area. So this will be your BP2 already. Okay, if you can wait lah, I would say if you want to wait for more buyer, okay, here even larger. Okay, even larger, at least 500 pips. Okay, if you want a further confirmation, if you want to wait, if you don't want, you can just enter, then your TP is here. Okay, maybe your short-term view, I would say, you take here only. But if your long-term view, okay, you can even wait for here, then here is even bigger chunk.
Swing trade.
Okay, because any breakout will be powerful, I would say. Okay, I will go next already. So I believe GJ should be a similar view lah. Similar view, but if you ask me, right, better you put in EU because if you look at this chart, right, similar like crypto, right, if you want to trade for the better pair, the stronger pair, so like this one you can see there's a weakness over here, not that strong lah. Okay, I mean the weekly view not that strong. So same thing, whether I got draw, yeah, I have drawing also. Let me just hide the indicators. Yeah, same thing lah. So you can see multiple support over here. Okay, maybe I will draw a bit. So multiple support. So even though you do not trust the fourth or fifth, but this one is definitely stronger because you can see how EJ react. Then you can put in how you analyze here. So more like a correlation and comparison. Okay, so if you ask me, I wouldn't trade this pair okay, because if you want to trade, you can see there is definitely weakness over here, and then you can still see there is like lower high forming okay. So a bit more risky if you want to trade this. So if you want to buy, right, either you can enter here BP1, okay, or you need to wait the price to break this downtrend channel. Only you enter maybe 152. Okay, you buy higher or you wait for confirmation, only you buy. And then this one also, the target is not huge, it's only like that only. Compared to like just now EU, right, we are looking something, I mean EJ, something like that, much bigger. So prefer EJ. Okay, prefer EJ. So I can talk about silver a bit or maybe I can share also UJ. Okay, so UJ is much more promising okay, this one is much more promising. You see, if you ask me, right, I will choose EJ then UJ. Okay, UJ is even more easier to play. Okay, so you can see weekly view. Okay, weekly view, similar thing. Okay, come up and then there's a flat pattern. So you can see there's like multiple higher low. So this one is very high chances is breaking out or BP2 very high chances. Okay, some more USD is strengthening recently. Okay, this is weekly view I can see one single candle engulfing how many weeks? I mean like July high, Okay, UJ weekly body now is July high. Okay, engulf Okay, you can see in makan, it eat up so many candle over here. Okay, so we go to daily. So daily, this is a very healthy bullishness, I would say, because it's breakout. You see how many tests? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th test, and then 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 days of bullishness. So now we just need to check out whether the price can take out July high around 111.5. Okay, need to take out this area. So once this area take out, right, we can, let me see. Yeah, we can most probably go to 114 already. High chances. Okay, this is what I will UJ. Okay, so final 2 minute silver. Not much analyzing of silver actually. Silver, let's see. Yeah, silver you can see is quite tricky also, because if you ask me right on the spot right now, right, I would say same thing. Weakness over here. So why I say weakness, you can see this is weekly. Okay, so you can see there's a rejection spinning. Okay, so you can see here, right, it's actually the body close below last year July low, around here I would say. Okay, so this is something SP2 SP3 I don't know. Okay, need to wait for another some time to check. It could be like a swing, a full swing below here. Okay, and then let me see. Yeah, possible. Maybe it could retest like 18 or 20. Maybe retest 20 to 18. Okay, for BB3 pattern, I do not know. Okay, there's definitely weakness. So maybe another week or so you can decide. Maybe next week or another following week, then you can decide. And then not to forget, because next week, I mean next coming week is a monthly closure. So make sure you need to check all your chart how is it closing. Okay, so just to quickly flashback this one, because if you see dollar, right, dollar monthly is strong. Okay, it's a hammer closure, soon to be like a hammer Okay, so of course you might throw me a question. You say that, hey, why this is not valid? Okay, this one you must understand. This is a downtrend. Okay, this is the downtrend. So any hammer formation on weekly or monthly is not so significant. But let's say it's a reversal. Okay, reversal, and then it's testing the resistance. Okay, few combination I would say resistance, reversal. Then you can see there's a holding power over here, and then there's a monthly closure like a hammer. Okay, I'm not confirmed yet because there's like another 4 days of trading, so you need to check by Friday or next week how is it closing, so it will be significant. Okay, now I go back to silver quickly. Okay, so you can see monthly is quite bearish, 1 2 3 4 since June. Okay, weekly also not so good because it's fighting over the support over here, 22 something, and the body is I mean the bearish body is quite significant and strong. Okay, trying to break here because here is like 1 2 3 4 5, maybe 4 to 5th test. Okay, daily also is still downtrend. Even if you want to buy, you need to wait for reversal. So same thing now. This one, silver 22 important support, break or bounce. Okay, if you want to buy, same thing, wait for reversal pattern. Okay, wait for reversal pattern over here. See which one you can spot. So if you spot something, you can just post up your chart. Then I will give a suggestion whether it's safe to entry. Just refer to this pattern, and then there you go. You can just buy. If not, you will definitely go for SP pattern, the selling pattern 2 or 3. Okay, that's all from my side. I will stop sharing. So, okay, bro, your turn. Any question you can just put in also. Douglas will just explain more on it.
Yes, bro.
Okay.
Thank you, bro. Okay, so let me do some quick recap on add on for silver, because Clement have given up the outlook, but I will give you some ideas on my current foresee of the price movement for the upcoming time or month or week. Okay, so that time I already mentioned a lot of times that silver is a good buy, but with the current situation, let's say you see we are looking at weekly chart right now. See, we are looking at many red candles and also the first ever clean closure around this zone. So meaning that silver will definitely go lower together with this gold. So what I'm seeing right now is like fractals to me. I think price will sweep low. Okay, price levels, I think Clement has also given out just now, 20 to 18, and it can go as low as 17. That's my point of view. So anything around here will be a good buy. Okay, no need to panic. Okay, we will just buy in big futures or spot, because I've been accumulating spot silver a lot recently. So any drop further will be a good buy, I can say, and then come back up, sideway, retest, and then boom, all the way to our initial plan. This one. Okay, let me clear off my drawings, this Zoom drawings. You see, this one is our previous outlook, but this time the fourth retest has actually failed us with a very bearish price action. So right now the plan will be, as I mentioned just now. Okay, this one maybe I can update again tomorrow. See, if price move to retest lower, see, that's the zone that we will hit. Okay, come back up, retest, boom, upside. This one quite long term, mid to long term. I say we are going into 2022. Okay, so that's all for silver. Okay, let's go into our today's crypto outlook. So crypto, the first one I will go into Bitcoin. Okay, hide everything. So just a quick glance on monthly chart. You see, monthly chart, we are still struggling to, you know, to go back above 50,000. And then we are only like 4 days left until next month. So we can see that weakness is here to stay. Okay. So weekly wise, you see, these two rate, I mean, after this rate candle 2 weeks ago until now, we are still going down. So overall, we can know that the crypto market or Bitcoin is in bear market, but not that bearish, because every drop, the price will actually bounce up a bit. So it's like a slow semi bear market to us. Okay, so weekly nothing much. Okay, we straight into daily. So daily here, the price is like sort of like forming a BP2. You saw or not this price level? See previous resistance and then current support. And then last 2 days, Friday we had this China news, and then today Sunday we have very volatile price action. So you see price actually retest 40,800 day low. Okay, for the past 2 days. So nothing, I mean, right now we just can wait because if we look back our current trades, right, I'm not sure you guys holding or not. For my side, Bitcoin, we actually holding buy. Okay, the buy that we execute using buy limit around this zone. The first entry was 40,500, and then the second one will be 39,800. So actually both trades are still holding profits. So I will just hold on it just to see what is the next week price action. So actually nothing much for me today, you know. Everything still following our last week, I mean previous week plan, which is buying at our low price. So see you guys have any question on Bitcoin. Just you guys can just voice out now or type in the chat box, because Bitcoin overall is still following our initial plan. Okay, but the first, I mean, I will try to book some profit around this 4700 zone, 47,000, sorry, 47,000 zone, because here is our resistance. Okay, even if our price target is around 49, I mean the best thing to do is that we will try to book some profit around here first, and then let the rest run to higher. Okay, that's the plan for Bitcoin. And then I expecting, I mean, the current feeling for me at the market is that we might do some sideway first, because if you say bearish, we have been bearish since the month head of September, and then it said actually every drop price eventually went up, then go lower, eventually go up sideways, then either lower or higher. But right now I can see that a lot of people, they are starting to mention about 30,000, you know, all those sentimentals coming out. So bearish, I think too early for bearish, and then bullish, the price action doesn't look promising at all. So my outlook sideways for now. But any bounce, we'll try to take our profits since we are buying at the lowest point and also the lowest support. Okay, so I see no question, then I'll just move on to the second major, which is Ethereum. Ethereum, same like we go to monthly first. Have a quick glance. Okay, you see price still failed to close above. So nothing much on monthly. I think last 2 weeks ago, we mentioned that price can actually go above this 4,000. So price still failed to close above and then form a double top. So downside risk is here to stay lah. Okay, so weekly, you see, there's a support here based on previous resistance. Daily, okay, daily chart. Nothing much also, is it? Actually, is the current support, I mean the nearest support I given out, the key level is 2,700. So it did play out nicely, but we are not trading. I mean, I'm not trading Ethereum, because for me, the Ethereum price action, I mean the price movement doesn't look really delicious to me. I would rather trade others pairing. Okay, so talk about H4. Let me change to this. Okay. So see, price actually still, I mean, I'm still using the previous fib levels. Let me try to show you guys. See, actually I'm still using the previous wave. Okay. I did not update it because still valid. You see, all the price action 2900, 28, 27, and 26. And then here, this was my initial outlook last 2 weeks ago, I think. And then price did not went up because we break this mini trend line. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then broken and then drop. So when drop, it dropped to my 2700. And what is the outlook? Actually, the outlook will still remain. I mean, we still gonna rely on our king, Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin were to go up, for sure, Ethereum will retest 300. Okay. If sideways, I think we will just range around this zone, this current zone. Okay. So nothing much from, I mean, for Ethereum, nothing much, guys. Then I will just move on to the second one. Any question? Any question? Just shoot on the chat box. So next, XRP. XRP, same, we go for monthly. Okay, XRP monthly. Monthly chart still failed to close above 1, 2. You see, down, up. Okay, nothing significant, I can say. See, we actually still stuck in this zone. Here is 7. Is it support? I mean, you look at the candle wicks. See all the wicks around here. Resistance, and then support. So we all know that there's a support around these price levels. So weekly wise, short term is bearish, but in the mid to long term, I think that XRP still have a room to go up, because you saw this this large green candle from 9th of August. You see, after this candle form, right, we ranged around here for like 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, and then slowly we're going down for the past 2 weeks. And then for all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks of candlestick, right, price still not able to engulf or sweep this green candle away. What I mean by sweep away means price must go below this 75 cents, and then it did not happen until now. So which means up and then minor pullback, and then there's a further upside potential here towards 170, I think. Okay, so weekly, I think more or less is there, and then daily quite. Yeah, I mean, just let me go into H4 directly. Okay, see H4, our previous my previous outlook was this zone. I warned you guys that the price gonna break up based on this tight price action. You see, price eventually break down. I mean, after so long, I mean that time was 2 weeks ago. See, then price happens to break out only on last week. Last week, is it 20th? Price breakdown and then hit our buy limit around this April 2018 support, which is around 0.95. So I did some buy, did some spot buy on XRP, because I'm gonna hold it until, I don't know, maybe above 140 or 170. And for long-term backs, I just can save long-term holding for XRP. And you see, here we have quite some retests. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, today also same. The 5th, we came down to this 80 cents zone, and then quickly the price pulled back up to 90 cents again. So here we already know that someone or some buyers are here to support this price to keep a buffer, to keep afloat above this 90 cents area. So any pullback is a good buy for me. And following our initial plan, we're gonna hold, okay, be it spot or this futures trade. So currently, if I look at my trades, right, XRP, actually my average entry for futures is around 92 cents. So I'm actually holding profits right now, but I haven't moved my SL because still quite near to my entry lah. So just hold on XRP. So I think XRP just follow our plan, initial plan, nothing much also. If you guys have any question, just shoot. So moving to our second, the fourth one, RX. RX, recently I'm quite following their news. I mean their entire project and also their community. So RX for me is quite bullish because the main reason, you guys must note down, the main reason I'm following RX is because the price action is very, very similar to the previous Solana price action, which means the price gonna rocket all the way up and then to some price that we can't even imagine. Okay. So for RX, my outlook will be, the time I shared a lot of times, around 100 free figures target. So if you guys planning to buy spot, okay, you guys can just allocate some of the funds that you can raise to buy spot, because here we are having a, how many percent? Let me calculate. 48% potential. So let's say, imagine you just invest 10,000, you're gonna make like 4,800. Okay, this one is for spot. Okay, for long-term hold, you see, straight into H4 lah. Okay, H4 chart. You see the price actually creating a higher high, higher high, higher high, higher low, higher low. That's the first obvious hints from this pair. Okay, the first thing. And then the second is the fundamental, as I mentioned, the community, the blockchain, the project, the entire ecosystem is very, very bullish, I can say. Okay, and then the third one will be technical or TA. See, TA, the price is pointing, I mean, using this Fibonacci wave analysis, right? If I were to use this wave, the price is actually showing 87. That's our next extension target, and then the further target will be 103. So you guys agak-agak lah. See, for spot, we are having the upper edge here, and also futures trading, I'm also holding since last week. We have been buying all the way. I mean, any dips we entered buy. So right now I'm still holding this trade, and then that day I did mention try to book some profit around here. Why? Because that time, looking at the price and also the resistance, the pressure around here, I tell you guys to, you know, try to book some profit around here. See, if you guys did not book the profit, see, we wipe off some of the profit here. See, what I did was book some profit here and then rebuy here. Okay, rebuy anything coming down. So buy the dip, hold towards 87, our first major target, where our unload, I think maybe 70 to 80% of my profits are from futures. Spot, maybe if I have holding power, I will just hold, and then left the 30 or 20% backs towards 103. 103 is the main target, and then I like the number also. Okay. So our X upside target, any pullback is a good buy, and then our futures trade are holding, and then spot you guys can buy also based on your risk and reward. So our X settled. Next will be ALGO. Yes, ALGO quite success lah. You see, based on our previous long-term, you see, long-term goal, and then we did do some sell here. I actually delete the drawings here, but it's okay. Back to current situation quickly. I think maybe you go for monthly a glance first. You see monthly price did wipe off everything here, and then we might be closing back below 180. Okay, this one is the key levels for upcoming monthly closure. I think ALGO need to close above 190 to, I mean, for ALGO to move further upside, we need to close above 1.9. Okay, so if price were to close below, then I think we are going to retest lower, maybe 145 or 150. Okay, that's for monthly outlook. So looking at weekly is quite healthy because we did have this big bullish candle towards 250, and then we pull back. This one is very healthy pullback, healthy retracement towards our support. See, this support is very obvious. That's why I call a lot of buy around this zone, because we know that that's the resistance. Super basic. Okay, just buy at this previous resistance, then we are good to go. So weekly clear support, flip resistance. I mean resistance, flip support, and then daily chart. Daily chart is just a version of mini weekly, see. And then the key candle will be these two from 22nd of September. See, these two bullish pullback. Obviously, this 1.55 is a very, very good entry point for spot and also futures. So price did went back up to 2. Okay, I think you guys did book some good profits around here lah. Okay, and then price pullback last 2 days until now. So H4, let me change back to my drawings. Okay, H4, you see, that time book profits, price move, okay, and then pull back down, rebuy. So I did entry some rebuy for ALGO. Okay, spot, I think my average spot is around 1.7 lah, based on the previous call out. And then for futures, let me check. Okay, futures, my average buy is around 1.8, but this is not accurate because I did book a lot of profits here, and then I remain most of the buy trades, and then I did buy rebuy a lot here lah. Okay, like especially today I rebuy quite some ALGO as call out for, I think someone asked today also. What is it? Let me check again. Okay, the rebuy was done around, where is it? So sorry. Okay, the rebuy was done around 67. This one, no, this one is RX. Okay, never mind. ALGO, I think we did some rebuy, anything below 1.75, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so if you guys did add some buy just now, okay, good for you. Okay, everything remained for ALGO. Same target. The first one will be around 1.97 or 1.93, and then 2.17 is the ultimate goal. Okay, and if you guys remember or recall what I did mention, that time I say that the price gonna break here, sweep low, then came back up. But this one quite fast lah. The price went up and then come back down again. So it's a risk and also a very good opportunity for us. You see, so expecting something like this and then boom, go back up to 2.3. So depends, you guys can hold some, you know, some trades towards 2.3 long-term hold. Okay, so that's all from me. I'll go. You see, basically most of the crypto is still in our plan. Okay, and the last 3, I think this one is bonus from suggestion. So BNB, just now Toffer asked about BNB. I think BNB, I did not look at it for like the past 1 month, I think. Okay, because BNB, the price action, you see, if you look at the candle, is quite not easy to trade. Okay, and the price action doesn't look good to me, so I didn't really trade. You see, even other pairings is making good move like RX, higher high, higher low, but BNB is creating a lower low, lower low, lower low, and then lower high, which means the price is very bearish. So if we were to short, it will go against our, all our trades. But if we were to buy, the price action doesn't really good for us. So might as well we just just ignore this pair. Okay, so that's my advice on BNB. And for dot, okay, someone asked dot. Okay, actually dot also not in my list. Sorry. Dot. 1 second, let me check on dot. Dot USD, is it not in my list? Okay, dot that time, yeah, I think I recall something at that time. I say you can buy towards this 39, but eventually price go lower. But never mind, we go from weekly first. Weekly, okay, see weekly quite straightforward also. We are having buy pressure below 25 or 27, I can say. You see this wicks, so not wicks. Maybe I just highlight to you guys. You see here, wicks, and then wicks. So if we look at here, I mean the recent one around August until now, any retest towards 25 or 26 area, the price eventually bounce up again. So we know that there are exist of buyers to support the key area here. So if straightforward a bit, anything below 27 is a good buy for us, and then the target will be higher. Okay, let's talk about the mid to long term now. The mid to long term will be, I'm expecting I think this will be a BP2, quite obvious, I see. Then retest. So midterm, maybe price gonna go back up to 40 and 44, maybe. Okay, this one is for midterm to long term. You guys can note down. And looking at this lower time frame. Lower time frame, back to black candle. Okay, so lower time frame, the price movement is quite severe. See, up and down, and then recently quite big movement, I can say. You see, previously it was just small and steady upside, and then here is like big tsunami up and down, and then it might look like a head and shoulder. Okay, and then this one is a neckline. So you see here, obvious support. So short-term buy can be a simple 10 to 15% target, I can say. See, let's say we buy here. Let's say I buy here. See, 10% target will be 33, 33, and then higher will be 37. No? This one is short-term target, along with our major pair like Bitcoin, Ethereum, everything. So yeah, dot can buy also based on our major outlook. So I think nothing much because dot I didn't really trade or monitor. So you guys can, maybe you guys can share me your setups so I can advise further. And last but not least, GRT. GRT, that time I mentioned that we can try to buy in spots because we can hold for long term for these fractals to play out. This fractals is like this what you call it, the previous Bitcoin fractals. Okay, this one I remember is 3-day chart. Okay, for those who did not know, the Bitcoin fractals is exactly like this: sweep low, sideway, trying to do a climb. The climb will be towards 2 and then higher 2.4 or 2. Okay, so this one is quite long term. Maybe it can happen until towards year end or maybe 2022. Okay, so GRT spot can continue to buy any low or any dips. It's gonna be a good buy for us. And then bonus, just this one is my bonus view. If price would to sweep low below, let me check, what is this? Let's say below 40 cents, I think we can buy more, okay? Because we never know, the market gonna just sweep all the buyer or the early buyer, and then a V-shape up, and then third retest came back down, fourth retest, boom. This one is just my foresee lah. So looking into short term, this one is my previous drawings. I see if price were to sweep lower, you guys can note down if price really sweep low, 48 cents will be a good buy, or 60 cents. So we just average down for spot, very simple. We just average down and then calculate. Then we go for our long-term target. So for now, for future, I didn't trade GRT for futures. So if you guys want to trade, you just share me your setups, because we can trade GRT using the major outlook. Let's say right now we are doing buy, so maybe we can follow buy also lah. And why I did not trade, the reason why I did not trade is that the price action looks like B and B. Okay, why I say B and B is because you see price eventually did another new low today, which is around August. This one is monthly low, you see. So the price action doesn't really look bullish at all. I mean, a slight bounce, the price can't even go back up to 70 cents. So this one is quite worrisome, you see. So we don't trade those who are in a weak position. We better off we go for a better price action. You see, like sushi. Sushi is a very good example. Lower low today and then bounce. I think here is more than 20%, I think. See, 26% bounce from today's low. And then not to forget, it's just like 4 p.m. Just now, 6 hours ago. So I think I will update more on tomorrow's Monday breakdown, because we are actually waiting for this weekly closure. You see, like Solana also same lah. See, this green candle, you see, is still unable to close below. And then which means price is having a chance here to eventually go back up again. So applicable to most of the pairing lah. You see, like XRP. Aave, you see Aave also having an edge. 260 is a good buy actually. So to sum up everything, crypto is quite simple. Everything is still in play with our initial plan last week. So in the middle, in between, we try to book some profit, we buy, book some profit, we buy, move our SL, keep our B intact, then we are very safe. Okay, 4 more days, you see, 4 more days, we actually big win for this month. So I think that's all from my side. You guys have any question or not? We're actually having extra time already, more than 10 p.m. already. Any question, guys? Any question? Forex or crypto?
Bro, I have a question, bro.
Okay.
Do you mind looking at Wi-Fi?
YFI. YFI actually quite a long time ago we did call. I did call some spot buy. So to be honest, I'm still holding. Let me check my holdings. Sorry,
okay.
YFI that time I buy spot. Let me check my entry price. I'm still holding. For everyone information, I'm still holding my YFI. And for long term wise, still quite promising, because the coin itself is quite, it's quite limited. We say the limited supply of the coin make me want to hold it. And then YFI also having a Bitcoin characteristic. So YFI has been my initial entry is around, I think it's around here, around 45,000. And then when price go lower, like 20 or 30,000, I did some buy also. And then looking at the current price, I see YFI is quite calm. So I think something gonna happen very soon. Break up or break down, we never know. I mean, the direction we will never know, ma. So if you ask me, right, bro, we just need to wait for something to happen. See, because right now we still stuck in this zone. I mean, to be exact, I think it's here, lah. See, between 44 to this 27 zone. So this one can be considered as a accumulation period. I really like to use this term, accumulation period. So if you have extra, what do you call it, extra budget, you can just continue to buy on to average down your entry. So any strip low, I think price, I mean, this can happen. Any strip low towards 23 or 17,000 is a good buy for us to hold long term back above 100,000. You see, previously, price did near hit 100,000 lah. So if you look back again, I mean, we look in the bigger picture. See, price actually did creating a new high all the way up. Okay, so time matters until this YFI can go above 6 figure based on the scarcity. I mean, the what you call it, the limited supply of it lah. Okay, scarcity, I got, yeah. So YFI, I think short term we just can wait, bro. Short term we wait, and then long term you just buy and hold on your trade. I mean, for future wise, we don't really trade. Maybe you can show me your setup. So
Can, bro. I just wondering for the big picture, right? Does this consider as BP1? Means the accumulation period zone that you are drawing just now?
BP1.
Not that big lah. I mean, from the I think, yeah, this just now the part where you draw the accumulation zone.
Here, this one.
Yeah. Is this considered as BP1?
Yeah, so bro, true. So it can be considered as BP1 also, because here we have a bottom, see bottom, and then if we follow back our what you call it, the BP1 scenario will be a downtrend, and then sideway, and then we wait for a clear or confirmation of breakout, then we only go higher. So BP1 possible, and then for midterm, I mean towards November or October, I mean October and November, we need to wait for a clean break here, above here, like 50,000 says 50,000, pullback 44 above this box, then we are good to go. That's the confirmation for breakout higher.
Okay. But there are chances of going down as well, right? Because
yes,
the support has been testing too much of times, right?
Yeah. That's the thing. That, I mean, one of the risks will be sweep low and then come up. But sweep low for us is not a risk, we can buy more.
Correct, true. And then one more thing on ETH, right? If I were to accumulate spot for ETH, what are the prices that you would recommend?
Okay, for ETH, this one is quite tricky also, based on the recent update of Ethereum, right? They are becoming deflationary, which means the Ethereum is gonna be lesser and lesser every day.
Yeah.
So I think any price is a good buy, because if we were to look at the bigger picture, I don't think that Ethereum will go back down below 2,000 again. I mean, the price will be having pressure. Imagine right now, I say Ethereum has already gone above 3,000 or near to 4,000 previously. So if price were to go down, there will be like a diving pressure. Imagine you dive into the water. If you dive lower, all this will be the pressure. What I mean by pressure, buy pressure.
Okay.
So I think Ethereum, anything below says 2,000 is a good buy. Anything here is a good buy. I don't think that price can eventually go below here. I think this one, it will be historical price already.
Okay, so anything around 2,000 plus is a good buy.
And then we just apply our basic law. We don't buy at high zone. We try to look for a low zone to buy in.
But based on current PA wise, the likelihood of going to 2,000, is it is doable?
Possible only if Bitcoin would to retest 30,000.
I see.
Oh, no. You saw the picture, right? I mean, you
Okay.
get why, you know, if Bitcoin were to go like 30,000, you see 30,000 for Bitcoin is around 30%.
Yep.
So if we apply on Ethereum lah, maybe 30,000, I mean 30% here, is it? It's about 2,000. So we use the maths, we calculate, more or less it's around there lah. Maybe Ethereum will go below 190, 1900, because usually Ethereum will move more than Bitcoin.
True.
Yeah.
But then in H4, right? Is it like showing the SP3?
SP3, okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. BP3 will be something like this. And then let me delete this thing. And then down here. And then like this.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good spot also, bro. Possible to happen also. You see, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one is like a inlet wave formation, and then this one is the resistance, and then this one is the support previously.
Yep.
Then yeah, possible to happen also. But one thing that we know for sure, like just now I mentioned, I think for now price will sideways at here. So this one maybe we can check on it further. Right now, my outlook will be sideways first. See, even the price retest higher will be 3,300. See, this one is the resistance already.
Okay.
So maybe at that time we just check on the PA and then here, see, 1, 2, 3. I mean, buy pressure around 2,700. So if price were to sweep low again, then 2,600. Because 2,600 is my fib analysis, I mean the fib price action, price levels.
Okay, because I placed a spot limit at 2.6, but until now still that day almost kena, but I didn't kena.
Okay. So Ethereum, just recap, Ethereum spot, I think any dip or anything below 2,000 is a good buy, or 2006 or 2005 is a good buy for mid to long term hold. And then for short term or for futures trading, I'm expecting some sideways first.
Okay, bro. Last question, bro. On BTC H4, because the other day when you were calling for short, right, and then from September 13, right, the price pumps up to around 48,000 plus minus. Yep. But then I remember in the chat room you said the PA wise is not convincing for you that is bullish. Do you mind to share on this?
Okay, good question, bro. This one is more to sharing. That time I mentioned here 13 of September when price started to go back up, and then suddenly everyone, I still remember, bro, everyone start to say that, okay, we are back to full bullish. That time, like here, I think full bullish, we are talking about 60,000 again. Moon time, 100,000. So that time, what I mentioned that the PAY is not convincing is because if we look back at the first point, maybe you can note down. The first point is here. You saw now. Here is the price action is having an uptrend. I mean, the overall trend is uptrend, and then here is a resistance. So more likely the price will go higher. But if we were to apply this entire game plan here, this one is totally reversed. You see, here we just had a crash on May. I mean, not May. This one is a crash from September, early September, and then we sideways for a while. This just for cool down after a crash, and then suddenly price become bullish again. This one make me feel quite suspicious. First one, quite suspicious. Second is that the overall trend is downtrend already, after this crash.
Okay.
So if we apply these rules, right, which means we're gonna see a down. So I was right again, you see, price eventually go back down. Very simple. It's actually quite straightforward, basic, simple foresee. I mean, for me, it's a quite straightforward hints from market. And then another the second point, second major point will be the price having how to say the price is having weakness or weak PA to go up. Why I say so? If you turn into color candle, I see all the candle is quite small. I can say. Let me change into clean chart. I see everything here is quite small, and then here also red and green. So slowly from here, we already know the price is having weakness on bullish part. So that time we did execute a buy here. I mean a sell here because we use this previous support. So happens that price nearly hit our SL. If you guys still remember, the SL nearly hit. So I asked you guys to update to 50,000. So that time safe lah. We did not hit the SL, and then price eventually crashed, hit our TP.
Okay.
So I think you get my point, right? The whole picture.
So meaning to say that if let's say this was the bullish scenario, the price should have shot up to 50,000. Is it?
Yeah, 50,000 and then did a clean closure. So that time price did not happen. So price eventually crashed.
I see. Okay. Thanks, bro.
So here I think this is a very good question to recap the entire trading scenario and also the game plan. See? So near hit SL, this one nothing lah. I think we did a wise move lah to move the SL to 50,000, and then price eventually crash here. So we actually unload. I think I remember we unload our sell 44,000, and then we let some to hit the lowest 40,000. So quite interesting the game plan. After hitting low, and then we did some buy here. So right now we just wait for the next plan.
Okay. Thanks, bro.
Thanks. So any more questions? I think today we doing extra. I think. So if no question, then I will just end the entire session now, and then I will. You guys just wait for tomorrow morning breakdown for the entire market, and also I think no signal for now. We still holding all our trades, so nothing much. Just wait for Clement's forex trading signals, or is there any or you guys can shoot up your setups. So thank you for joining, guys. Next week I think okay, I think I need to let you guys know maybe next week I don't think we're gonna have this session, and the next 2 weeks I will update you guys again because I will be busy my ROM. Okay, I'm going for a marriage, so gonna sort out many things so I think will be quite busy for me. Signal wise, daily updates will still remain, and we also have quite some projects ongoing. I will just update you guys in the private group. So thank you guys. Thank you for everyone. Okay, so keep in touch. Okay, thank you. You have end the session now. Bye.